Good morning, good morning. Yeah, I think it is still morning. There are disabled people behind me, so I got to be very careful. It's damn hot. I got to be very slow. Ah, you can hear the buzz of my this thing. What is the name of that? My air conditioner. I don't want to go this way. Okay, thank you for blocking my entire way. Yeah, that's a very old view. Okay, let me adjust a bit for this guy. See, the moment I came to actually cross the road, everybody's racing. I'm going to beat this guy. That's their attitude. It's Friday afternoon. Damn it. Like there's a great Elton John song. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Damn it. So I went with the median. This is a fantastic day. I mean, it is one of the last days of this massive stretch of or streak of 100-degree plus days. It's about 92 degrees right now, and the time is 10:51. I don't know. I'm trying to end this, and nothing is happening. I don't know. My number, T-Mobile. It says, okay, ma'am. Okay. Some error happened. I don't know whether I'm still live. No, yeah, I'm still live. Okay. I'm going through the side roads because I'm in Overland Park. In Overland Park there is this 69 Express, makeover of the entire highway. So can't take that. I mean, it is backed up all the way, all the time. I'm taking another route. These days I've been here for nearly, oh, the last time when I came, when I was living here, I mean, I know this place from 2002. This area was developed right under our nose. Actually, we can say right under our nose because when we first came here, there was only this school was here, the Blue Valley Middle School, because my nephew and niece, they studied in this middle school and elementary school. Then they moved to the Blue Valley High School. Only the school was here, and everything, some houses around here. One of them my brother bought, and he still lives there, for more than 20 years now. That was a huge development at that time, and it developed and developed and developed. Now, from 151st Street, we are almost hitting 179th Street. That's the development actually went that far. So I know the roads in and out of all these developments. uh, so that's the situation here. Oh, Fritz. I was looking for that guy yesterday, the Fritz guy. So other than that, everything seems to be chaotic, contaminated. There is a couple of days back, my brother was saying, wherever you go, you bring trouble. It's like in Game of Thrones. Jon Snow says, okay, the winter doesn't matter to the Night King because the Night King brings the stone. So in the same way, wherever I go, there will be trouble. And you know, my brother and sister, they know that the trouble is not me. Somebody else is troubled by me. There is this lady who's a very pious lady, looks like, but she is a liar, and the lies, she does everything that can be bad out there. She does that, and she walks around in full, Islamic attire and everything. And this is a disgrace for the whole community. So I don't really mess with her anymore. But she's supposed to be my boss, but in every possible way, she gets a middle finger. If she fucks up with me. But this is all flipped up. I don't know whether this is working properly. If it is all flipped up, I'll delete this. But still, I'm going to be driving for another 30 minutes. Drinking tea. Last time somebody was asking, "Hey, what are you smoking?" I deleted that video. What are you smoking? I had this, non-nicotine vape that was sitting here, and I was smoking that. And there was somebody was like, "Hey, don't smoke things like this, on cam." Well, they are right. I'm not supposed to be smoking when I'm on camera. Whether it's got nicotine or whether it is even nicotine, whether it is something else I'm smoking, I should not be smoking. So that's the idea. I haven't hit the highway yet. There are people going at 65 miles. Places to run through. So here is my tea. Look at my teacup. It's huge ass. Hey, come on, guys. Keep going. Keep going. Hey, lady, get your hot ass moving. Come on. I mean, when I say hot ass, it is hot. 98, you get the difference. Overland Park from where I lived, from here, now because I'm going towards Missouri, it is hot here. It's cooling down in that area because some sort of cold front is coming and hitting. So it is cooling down in that area. Imagine the 6 degrees difference when I came to this side. I only drove like what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes drive. It's the temperature change is that. Imagine that difference. If you are walking, you will definitely have some serious problems. Some people actually were falling down, a couple of days back, because it was like the heat index went up to 116 degrees, and I was like, wow. I have seen heat index hitting 120 here back in 2004, 2005 time. There was this, but that was very short time. Couple of days it was hot. It will get hot here. But other than that, everything should be fine. But unfortunately, this year, it's a stretch of very hot days, and it's going to be. And today morning, the weather lady, I think it was on NBC. The weather lady was saying, very good lady. She said, "Oh, it's going to get really better." And I was like, "Oh man, it's going to become Wisconsin weather. It's going to become 85 degrees." And I was like, 85? 85 is still hot for me. I'm not getting out and walking around, but when it is 85 degrees out there. There is. I hope people can see it. There was an error that happened because I was trying to flip through something, and the number came on. I thought it said like, I am butt dialing somebody. Not even butt dialing. I mean, when I'm broadcast dialing. I tried to turn it off, but that actually is working. Everything should go through the Bluetooth. That's what it says. some people love driving around. I love driving around too. In between, I've been to Dallas. Then I came back, and then I had a Kansas area visit. Part of my job is traveling too, so I went to Joplin, then I went to Wichita, then I went to Topeka, I went to Lawrence. We were just driving, me and then two others. It's an outreach program to generate funding for this relief organization. So we were visiting different places. It was very nice. I mean, people. I met, some really nice people. Not all people here are really friendly, like in Wisconsin or Chicago area. Even though we people in Milwaukee as well as Chicago, we fight each other for Cubs and Bears and Packers and Brewers. We still are really nice people. And that's what I love about that area. I will definitely get to go back there. Today, pretty much, I decided, this is not my place, and this is not my job. This is not my anything. I really have to find my way back. It's pretty much a crawl back. It's not even a marathon running. It will be a crawl back. There. So it takes some time before I can land there. But that's my place, and that's where I'll be. So. That answers Rachel's question. When are you coming back? Not anytime soon. I'll be visiting, especially during the Brewers. If the Brewers are in playoffs, those games, I'll be coming there to watch those things. Other than that, there is no reason for me to spend all the money and drive and come there. If there is anything, Rachel, I will let you know. So it was nice of you. Your boyfriend and me, we are constantly in touch regarding some other, things he is doing. I don't want to reveal too much of information about that. I was just helping him through. So we are constantly in touch. He called me. So, Rachel, if you are watching it, definitely, probably in October, second week, third week, when the playoffs are really on. At least one game I'll be coming there to Milwaukee to watch that. I don't know whether I'll be able to watch all the playoffs, but if we are in World Series, say, I'll be there. Yeah. Every series of the playoffs as well as the World Series, I'll be there for at least one game. At least one game. Long time back, when things were better, socially, economically, physically, I can easily come. But now I'm not that young anymore. I'm at least 5 more years older. My AC in this car is not perfect. It doesn't cool beyond a certain point. Well, of course, it can't. 99 degrees out there. I told you. The more I go towards the Missouri, because I'm really very close to the state line now, the more I go close to that, the worse it is going to become. So, I know what is happening here. I may have to get off this because it says no phone. Idiot can pull me over saying that I'm using phone. I'm hitting the highway, in about 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes, in about 2 minutes I'll be in Missouri. I'm in Kansas right now, Kansas side of Kansas City. I just passed Overland Park and getting into the Kansas City, greater Kansas City area. Here, one thing I can say is even the rich people, they have a truck. And they drive their car like, crazy fast. But when it comes to their truck, they don't drive fast. It's like they can't move, man. They're part of people, just sitting in the truck and just enjoying, listening to music. All these new trucks, they are like bungalows. You understand what I mean? Everything, refrigerator, microwave. I'm not kidding. I just seen a truck, with a, microwave. I said a microwave in a truck. Like if I need to cook something, man, I can just heat it up and eat. And I was like, really? Maybe I should get one of them. But I don't even eat any microwave food anyway. I eat snacks and other things. But these days, after that trip, I added some weight. I need to get rid of that. So I'm completely into my diet program. I need to 100 degrees now. Every mile I drive, 1 degree is going up. I set it into cruise control. Nice time to actually set it into the speed limit cruise control because here I have not a cop. And the cop is right behind me. I hope he is not following me because I'm using my phone. Nah, he's going somewhere else. So, we are in Missouri right now. All these bugs, got into my car because I parked my car outside. Last year, this time it was very nice. I was in Milwaukee, driving to Brookfield every day. It was a very nice time. I mean, even though I was a little uptight and tense at that time, it was still nice. Things were up and running, and then things fell apart. So now I'm here, Now, the major question, I'm not answering any question that is rolling up in that chat. I believe this is in YouTube too. Because they were allowing me, this multi-site, thing, in this software. So I believe this is in YouTube too. So, even other people in YouTube, how are you guys doing? I don't know where you are, who you are. I'm not looking into any chat or anything going up. But, I'm in two different sites. One of the sites is actually... I need a break now. So he already pulled over somebody. That cop went and pulled over somebody else, Poor guy. Yeah, as far as poem is concerned, I am working on two major poems, major poems. One poem is called The Legend of a Beauty, Mahidavaran. So that story, that line is working. I'm like George R. R. Martin. I write like 2 lines a week. That's it. Nothing more is happening because I'm very busy too. I'm busy for a good reason, not because of my IT work. I don't even work in IT field. I work for a relief agency. So I'm doing good things, feeding the hungry people, clothing the hungry people, women's transitioning. I'm not the one directly in charge of that. There is a lady for that. This guy actually cut me off. Now I got to stand on my break to actually save his ass and my ass, and, my teeth. So, no. The second poem is, I announced it in Instagram. I don't use Facebook anymore. The second poem is called The Sufi. This is about, it could even be made into a movie, it's that kind of a storyline. There are a lot of twists and turns and everything, which I planned, I was in Milwaukee, when I actually planned that thing. I had plenty of time to sit and think about that idea. The idea is there, idea is already completed. I haven't even written one line about it. I'm thinking about taking an overwrite which I wrote about when I wrote another poem, which is called an overwrite. Is something like when I write a poem, I may work on different ideas and put everything together. Then I take some of those things out. That's called an overwrite. Those things I actually keep it and use it in other poems. So I may actually start with one of those overrides, which is like I wrote it too much of it. So I may have to edit it and everything. Here in Overland Park, I haven't even set up my computer. I have my work computer, my road work. Overnight, these guys started road work. Everything is blocked up. One line is gone. Left side closed. Okay. 55 miles. At least I can drive at 55. Some places the road work will block you completely and say, "Don't drive, man. Go back." This looks pretty bad. I mean, they really over the road. As you may see, with the road work, I got like a little brownie. Then I cheer up. That's it. That's the amount of tension I will take. Nothing more. Because, like I said, if you want to live a peaceful life, one thing you should know is, okay, look up and see if the sky is falling. Look down and see if the earth is breaking apart. Look around and see if there is a storm that is going to sweep you away. If none of these things are happening, stay there. That means as long as you are standing, okay, and breathing, you are fine. You are perfectly fine. Long time back, I had this software tutor called Meena Narayanan. I don't know where she is. She got married to some guy who was working in some Middle Eastern country long time back, even when we were there. She used to say, perfectly fine. I told her this, because one day she was very tense, because her boyfriend, at that time it was her boyfriend, she was not married yet. He was on a bike trip, for a long bike trip. She's like, I'm worried about him, I'm very tense about him. He haven't called. So there is no mobile phone or anything at that time. There is no mobile phone in India. So he was supposed to call her, and he didn't call her. So we were actually waiting for her. So at that time I said, "You're fine." She's like, "Why are you saying this? Fine." I said, the same thing I just said. I told her, look up and see, is the sky falling down on you? She said, no. I said, look down. See if the earth is, breaking apart and swallow you up. She said, no. Then there is no storm to actually sweep you off the feet either. So then she was like, what is your point? I said, you are fine. You are fine. See, you are taking somebody else's problem, putting it on top of you. Whether that is your boyfriend, whether you love him or whether you love him not, or whether you respect him, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. What matters is, are you fine? You are fine. As long as you are fine, everything else is fine for you. Now, is that a selfish thought? But if you are not thinking about yourself, who is going to be thinking about you? If that guy who loves you, if he is thinking about, staying safe and keeping you in peace, he would have been taking a train instead of driving a motorbike, okay, for 400 kilometers. Or I don't know how many miles that is. 150 kilometers or miles. So people should make sense, So that's the idea. That's how I keep myself calm. I don't really get tense. No matter what happens, I once, long time back. I mean, that was like back in 2007. 2007, yeah. Yeah, 2007. There was this girl called Jennifer. We were kind of on and off dating and hanging out, like fooling around. Uh, she one, she had an ex-boyfriend. That was a bad thing. This woman got a good job, and she is originally from North Carolina. Uh, she lives in New York, and I was in New York at that time, and I told her, she was like, "Is there any reality behind us?" And she was all tense, She was like, "What if my ex-boyfriend hears it?" I said, "Are you going to live the rest of your life as a single woman? Because what will your ex-boyfriend think? Don't think about what other people are going to think. Okay? Life means something. Life should mean something. If for that, you need to stand on your own and take care of yourself first. Then the whole world will understand you in whichever possible way they are supposed to understand. If they don't understand that, holy moly, what is this? Looks like a TV box, but there is no TV. Taking the exit. Because of that damn thing, I went off road and hit that side thing, brrr. Fuel. It's 101 degrees outside. One guy is just walking. I don't know whether you saw that. You can see the side I'm seeing. Maybe you didn't see it at all. There's a guy is walking into the woods. What's 101 degrees here? The heat index probably around 110, maybe, add 10 more degrees. 111, 112. Heat is hot. I hate heat. And it's not super humid today. That was like 4 days back. Super humid, when you get out, you are drooling, things, sweat is pulling through my back and all that. What the hell? But when you look at the face of these poor people who don't have any food, who don't have proper place to stay, who don't have anything, so when you look at them, you will just forget about the heat and pain and everything that comes to you when you lift about 50 pounds of potatoes. Uh, yeah, you will forget all those things, and you will get out there and start helping people. That's what we are doing right now. It's not bad.